What'd you catch?
Sea hatchie redfish.
Here? Oh, we gotta turn around. This is the river trail at the Lower Swanee National Wildlife Refuge. It's a beautiful March day. This is I think like a third of a mile trail. It's a very pretty area. Look at the Lower Swanee River, just beautiful. This is about a half hour from Cedar Key. It's beautiful. If you're coming down to Cedar Key in Florida, visit this little wildlife refuge. There's a nature drive too, if you don't mind gravel roads. There's a nature drive that's about 9 miles and very pretty. Beautiful way to spend a Sunday morning on the Steinhatchee River on Florida's Nature Coast. Just cruising along about 6 miles per hour here, right in the middle of the river on a beautiful day. We rented this from the Sea Hag Marina here in this area. And it's a half-day rental, 5 hours, $125. And it's early March, so the temperature is maybe like about low 70s, would you say, Jen?
Yeah.
It's just perfect. Love it. Show a little of the scenery, Jen. We're going by some nice vacation houses and such. This is a legendary area for fishing, which we are not doing today. But we're just hanging out and enjoying a little scenery. Beautiful day for it. Unfortunately, my sons refused to be on this video, so it's just me and Jen. So Florida has 10 coasts, and it's not easy to keep them all straight. You've got the First Coast, the Surf Coast, the Space Coast, the Treasure Coast, and the Gold Coast on the Atlantic side. And over on the Gulf side, where I live, you've got the Emerald Coast, the Forgotten Coast, the Nature Coast, the Cultural Coast, and the Sun Coast. And of course, we're talking about the Nature Coast, which is up. It starts in Pasco County, north of Tampa Bay, and it heads up all the way along, curls along the coast there to just below Tallahassee. And so you're talking about 8 counties and 27 towns, probably the most famous of which is Cedar Key, just for its history, but many different beautiful little communities. It's off the beaten track. If you're an off the beaten track type traveler, here's where you want to go. It's never really overrun with people. There's a lot of rivers by it's called the Nature Coast because obviously there's a lot of boating, there's fishing, there's canoeing, kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, all of that sort, all the rivers and waterways. It's very interesting geographically. It's more than 1 million acres, and it's one of the most undeveloped parts of Florida. So it's definitely a place to check out if you want to get away from the crowds.